Hi, this is Tim Cant for Native Instruments, and in this video we're going to examine one of the most important sounds in popular music, the kick drum. The kick drum takes its name from the kick pedal, a device that allows drummers to use a foot to play a vertically mounted bass drum. The development of this device paved the way for the development of the drum kit, which allowed a single musician to provide a complete rhythmic backing for a band. A kick drum comprises three basic elements: a cylindrical shell and two drum heads, which are stretched membranes that cover either end of the cylinder. These drum heads are known as the batter head, where the kick pedal strikes the drum, and the resonant head. Having two drum heads doubles the vibrating mass of the instrument, allowing it to sustain longer after being struck. The kick drum is also the largest drum in a kit, meaning that it's capable of creating lower frequencies than other drums. The ability to create a sustained sound at low frequencies makes the kick drum ideal for providing a rhythmic foundation to a piece of music, and in some cases the kick drum will be the lowest pitched element in the piece of music, essentially providing the piece's fundamental frequency. Fundamental frequency is what the ear uses to determine the overall pitch and weight of a sound, whether it be an individual noise or as part of a piece of music, making it an important element to get right. In fact, many contemporary producers start their composition process with a kick drum because it's such an important element. The sound a kick drum makes depends on many factors, including how it's tuned, i.e., how tight the tension rods that affix the membranes to the shell are, but ultimately all acoustic or synthesized kicks follow the same pattern. They start at a high pitch, which can be identified visually by a waveform that rises and falls quickly, and the pitch quickly drops over time, identified as longer waveform cycles. A natural sounding kick will be louder at the start than at the end of the sound as the energy dissipates. A kick drum can be thought of as two sections, the high attack and low tail. But it's important to understand that it's the movement from high to low pitch that creates the kick's percussive energy. Understanding that this dynamic change of frequency is what gives the kick drum its kick allows us to more effectively manage the sound in the context of a mix. For example, we can change the frequency content of a kick drum sound by fading or truncating its beginning or end. This can be used to attenuate the high frequency attack information by fading in the start of the sound, or making the kick less subby by truncating it. This technique can be used instead of or in addition to equalization. Another technique that can be used to get a better kick sound, especially when it's sitting alongside a bass line, is to adjust its alignment relative to the additional audio material. Destructive interference can have a particularly noticeable effect on bass frequencies, so if you find that your bass and kick sound quieter when played together, try adjusting their position or inverting the polarity of one of the tracks. This simple technique will prevent you from having to fix the issue later on and require less time and effort. Many producers will use mono kick tracks, or if using samples, they'll sum them to mono. This prevents the kick from sounding louder in the left or right channel and will help it sit more comfortably with a mono bass or sub bass element. Saturation can be used to enhance the kick drum by increasing the amplitude of existing harmonics or adding new ones. This can help the kick punch through a mix and even bring out its pitch characteristics when used more aggressively. The more aggressively you saturate a kick, the richer the harmonics will become, and the more it will begin to sound synthetic as the signal approaches a square wave. Kick drums can be classed as instruments of both definite and indefinite pitch, and saturation can help make their pitch more apparent, especially if you're working with kicks that have low fundamental frequencies, such as Roland TR-808 bass drums. This can be useful when attempting to tune drums. Another way to help when tuning is to pitch kicks up several octaves, which can help make any definite pitch easier to discern. As well as simply tuning your kicks to fit in with the other elements of a mix, you can use a sampler's pitch envelope to affect their pitch movement over time. Dynamics processing is another technique used to make kicks louder. Using a short attack time reduces the level of the attack stage so that the entire volume level of the sound can be brought up. Or you can enhance the attack stage of a kick by using a longer attack time, which means that the compression will act predominantly on the body of the kick, making the attack stage relatively louder. Using parallel processing, that is, dialing in some of the dry unprocessed signal into the mix, can help give you the perfect balance of loudness and punch. Compression can also be used to help loud kicks and bass work together in a mix. Ducking the bass line quickly when the kick plays can give you a low end that peaks at a consistent level, meaning that it can be turned up in the mix without fear of clipping. Some producers will compress the kick and bass together on a bus with the intention of gluing the parts together to make them sound less discreet. If both the kick and the bass line have a lot of low frequency information, then truncating the kick or EQing the kick's low end can help mitigate low frequency build-up, resulting in a cleaner sounding mix that can be pushed harder. Attenuating a kick's frequencies at around the 300 Hz range can help remove boxiness, and boosting at about the 2 kHz range can help bring out the attack.